Do my eyes deceive me, or is that a boat? Yeah, it is. It's amazing what we drag in here at times. Yeah, that's 120 horsepower Mercury. Yeah, I was told it had a Ford engine in it, but I'm not sure which one that would have been. So maybe one of the old, not the Cologne, the whatchamacallit, the Essex V6 is 2.5. That was about 120 horsepower, I think. But anyway, we're not here to mess about with the boat. And yes, I would take this on as a project, but we just got way too much going on at the moment this year, so yeah. Walk away from it, walk away from it. Yeah, we're actually here to carry on working on the Jeep. So we have got bolts for the passenger side mirror now, but again, I want to apologise. These are all just little bits and pieces that we've got left to do. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what's going to appear in this video, but it's probably going to be very similar to the last one, where it's just all the finishing bits and pieces, basically. I know they don't exactly make the most riveting videos, but that's where we are with this project right now. Oh look, the sun's breaking through. Yeah, I can roll with that. Anyway, one thing I wanted to address. I have had a couple of people, mainly over on Facebook, mentioning this, that I don't really reply to messages that often. Well, let me just put this into context. This is not my job. This is something I do on the side. It's a hobby, stroke, whatever you want to call it. It's just something I enjoy doing. And the social media side of it, mainly YouTube and Facebook, it's something I enjoy doing. But when I finish up working on a vehicle here, usually at the end of the day, that is not the end of my day. I then have to actually go and do my real job. And I honestly, sometimes I just don't have time. It's plain and simple. It comes down to time. You know, by the time I finish at the end of the day, sometimes I'm just too tired. I don't want to mess with YouTube. I don't want to mess with Facebook. And yeah, I do apologise. Yeah, I know sometimes it is a week or so later that I do reply, and I do try, but yeah, I just can't do it every day. I don't log into my YouTube account every day. Same with the Facebook one. I'm not on there every day. I don't make anything off YouTube at all. I mean, I don't have enough subscribers to actually generate any income off the channel. I make the odd little bit of pocket money here and there off mugs and t-shirts and things like that, but again, it's not an income. So yeah, I don't spend all day on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or any of the others. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So if you do leave a comment and I don't get back to you straight away, I do apologise. I try to answer as soon as I can, but yeah, that's just how it is. So anyway, let's get in here and get on with the Jeep. So, I've got the Jeep outside. I did nip into town, grab some bolts for that mirror over there. So that's now fitted. Bolt heads and all that's still to be painted, but I'll do that later. What else? I've got the plates here to go on. They are ID plates. That one has now been stamped. That's the order they go in. So transmission, ID and whatever that one is. Excuse me. So I'm waiting of Andy appearing because on the other Jeep these are held in by... Okay, so don't even remember what I was saying earlier, but the camera died. So anyway, I've carried on. fitted the bumperettes. I'm now working on the tow hook. Now, I'm having a little bit of an issue here because well, I'll show you, it's easier. Basically, tow hook goes on there, and these, which are there for the hookup points for the trailer chains, go on there, but this hole is too close to this bumper, so when you get that in, you can't actually turn the nut on the other side. Anyway, so the problem we're having is that when that is in there, you can't actually put the nut on the other side and turn it because it's touching this bumper here. So what I'm doing is just hogging these holes out so I can literally move that up. All I need is maybe, I might get away with 1/8 of an inch or thereabouts, but yeah. And I will address one thing. I know there are going to be experts out there that point out that there are things on this Jeep now that don't reflect its actual use scenario in the war. Yes, I know that. But I'm not doing this Jeep for myself. This has been done for somebody else, and this is what they've requested. I know it's not historically accurate. A few of the people that actually hang around here have pointed out it's not historically accurate, but that's what he wants, so, you know, at the end of the day, that's what he's going to get. Anyway, let's get on with it. Yeah, that's right, it's been raining again. I just ducked in for 5 minutes. Anyway, yeah, I've got the bumperettes on. Got the tow hook on with the actual chain doodahs on there. That's all hooked up. The plan had been to go around and finish off touch up the little bits of paint. Obviously there's a few bits around here that need doing, but that rain shower kind of put an end to that. So maybe tomorrow. But that just leaves the nameplates, which I'm going to do now, and we're pretty darn close. We're going to a swap meet on, well, what is it today? We were going to a swap meet on Monday, April the 1st. However, we've just heard that it has now been cancelled because of flooding. So the venue is just too waterlogged, so they've cancelled it. Which kind of bites, because I was wanting a couple of actual bulb holders for those side lights on the front that I put on, I don't even know how long ago now. But I've got all the components up there. I just needed either a 2-filament bulb or a conventional old school style bulb holder. So that is kind of, yeah, put to a side for the moment. I would like to have gotten them done this weekend, but obviously not. I'm going to have a dig around the yard though, see if I can find anything that I might be able to use. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, then it's really, we're still waiting for Buddy Chris to come around, and he's going to test the dynamo. Engine runs really nice now, it's nice and smooth, it'll idle quite nicely, so that is something he can do. And then basically when I've got a second body here to pump the pedal, bleed the brakes up, and we are literally ready for a test drive. I mean, we'll get the canvases and everything on, but yeah, I mean, if we can get the brakes bled up, we are there, ready for a test drive. So, yeah, fingers crossed. I really, really, really would like to get this done on this visit. My other visit, unfortunately, was cut short, so, you know, that was a little bit out of my control, but yeah, I would like to get this done on this visit and, yeah, bring this project to a close, which does not seem to be a thing at the moment. Projects do not seem to be ending. Anyway, let me get these identity plates and everything put on, and then we will take it from there. Jeep. Well, there we go. There's the all the plates in. Now, there is one area on the glove box. I don't know if you can see it there in the camera, but there is well, slipped with the drill, basically, to be honest. So, everything, I'm not bothered. Well, I'm annoyed about it, but you know, it happened. So, tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I will mask all of those up. Because the mirror next to it has to be, you can see the silver bolts there, they all have to be coloured. So what I'll do is I have to mask the glove box up anyway so I don't get overspray onto it, but I'll just reshoot the glove box while I do that. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's one of those things. Didn't mean to do it, but it happened, so, you know, but it's been a good day on this. Got quite a bit done. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do now is just pack everything up and then get a fresh start on this in the morning. So one thing I do need to do again, I need to shoot that lamp, because like the like where we at, there we are, like the handles on the back, on the rear, this came out gloss and it's irritating, so it's annoying me. I want to flatten that off, and while I've got some paint in the gun, I'll just give it a quick, very light dusting, and that should bring the colour in. Same goes for, obviously I'll be masking up the mirrors and just shooting the back of those. This is the US green that they're in. Obviously this Jeep was being done in a British spec. Oh, who put that there? Anyway, injuries aside, yeah, I think it's come along quite nicely there. Everything around the back here is done. Obviously, there's some bits to be painted here on the back. Again, the tow hook, the eyes there for the tow hook, for the chains, they need to be colour matched. So, you know, it's little bits and pieces, but this is what I was expecting, you know. And one thing I did forget about, and I've just found, is I still need to do there is a seal that goes across here. Actually, you can still see bits of it there attached. Anyway, the rivets are actually in there, and what they are is, they look like a rivet, but they're actually just it's like a metal. I'll pull one out later, and you'll be able to see it. So, yeah, that's still to be done, but yeah, otherwise it's everything's coming along just nicely. But yeah, see how that lamp got a nice flat finish to it. That one, I don't know. I don't know why, but we'll fix that tomorrow. Anyway, I think I may as well just go ahead and put the strap on here now. You know, I'm here. It's still light, and yeah, let's go and get that done. Well, obviously it's morning again. So, moved the transit out of the way, and I'm going to get the Jeep all the way back to the edge here, and yeah, so few pumps of the throttle, have some choke, ignition on. Oh yeah. Yeah, she fires up really nice now, and yeah, so anyway, I was going to do this last night, and I was like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm hungry, so I left it till today. Anyway, yeah, so I've got to get these little rivet things out. I've got replacement ones to go in, so let me just grab some pliers or something, screwdriver maybe, and yeah, we'll get this put on, and by then, it's actually a really nice morning. Oh God, have I jinxed it. Anyway, there's some warmth in the sun, so it should warm this up relatively quickly, so by the time I get this done, we'll be ready to mix up the final batch of paint. So, yeah. Okay, I've just got one more to remove there. I've just spotted him. All the others are out, but these little rivet things, where are we at? Those. Clip, rivet, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, I may actually just remove the grill. Because basically you push those through, then you've got to spread them apart. Well, I'm having difficulty getting a screwdriver or anything in behind to actually spread these apart. So that one there, I mean, it's just sticking through just under there. And ideally it would be easier if the grill was on, just laying flat on something. So I'm going to try a few more. If I can't get them, then I'll pop the grill off. It'll, you know, might be the easiest solution. Yes. Yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes you got to take a step backwards to take a step forwards. But yeah, got the grill over there. The other one there, that is for one of the other Jeep projects. It's a later one, obviously, got chrome trim rings and everything. But that, yeah, we're getting off on a tangent. Anyway, yeah, I've got them sat over there for the moment. I'm just going to lift them up on the bench. I'm going to clear the bench, get them lifted up there, drill the rest of the holes through the welt, and yeah, just get all these little rivets in. And yeah, we will get it back on there, and by then we should be ready to clean it all off. I'll give it a wipe down, I'll tack it all down, and then we'll just hit it with some paint. So, yeah. Well, we are almost there. I'm just onto these last two here. Well, I've got those two drilled, obviously, but just to go around the corner here. But one thing I have found for these larger holes works very, very well is a wood bit, but run the drill in reverse. And it'll actually push through without snagging up any fibres or anything. So, yeah. Tip of the day. Well, that is now all. Stick that into there. Right, so we've got the welding all on now, grill and everything back in. I have actually run the wiring for these side lights and over that side. Obviously down there all needs to be tidied up yet, but we'll get to that shortly. I have gone round the rear and I have just taped everything up that needs taping, so we can just get a little bit of paint out and just spritz the rear end and any nuts and bolts that are still silver, and then that's basically that all complete. Then we'll make a start on the brakes and get my buddy Chris around to check the dynamo, and other than the canvases, we're there. Well, there we have it. Last coat of paint. So, still got the lights to wire up on the front here, there and over here, but that's not too big a deal. Hit all round here, backs the mirrors, everything, got all of the bolts, so there's no silver bolts left on it now. And yeah, so that basically just leaves the dynamo to sort out and the brakes to bleed. And I do need the exhaust. It's leaking. The exhaust is leaking right at the manifold, basically where the downpipe and the manifold bolt together. So I do need to address that, but I mean, otherwise she's there. Obviously, canvases and everything to go on, but yeah, I mean, it's been a long. Oh, I've got the whelping on around here. Did I record that? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to put this clasp in. But yeah, whelping is on all around there. So yeah, anybody that's done projects like this, you know, you always end up with lots of little things, nothing significant, nothing major, but just lots of little things. Surprising how much time they eat up. So yeah. Anyway, there we have it. Take care. Come back and see me sometime, and have a good one.